cool thing about the China thing that we really gotta. I've seen signs of the China thing in the United States. Prime example, I was watching this video and it was showing people going into a house, and then as the people were coming out, it had this cord, that string from which directions they went, where they came from, and everything like that. This camera was trying to figure out what type of activity particularly goes around in that particular area. Very dangerous. Why? Because it's really an invasion of your privacy. Because say if you want certain people coming over to your house, you know, and there's a camera outside just watching everybody that comes in and out, and then that person goes and he does something crazy, they're gonna run up in your house. Why? Because he was at your house. And that's messed up. Because that right there could have been somebody picking up a babysitter or been a babysitter, or you know what I mean? That could have been, you never know. Could have been selling them a PlayStation 5 or 4, you know, maybe try and catch up. But you never know. Now they got that tech out. They got the thing where you can scan your hand and you can scan your forehead, and then you can get a drink out of the vending machine. Where else did they say that you could do that at? Last time I checked, this guy, last time I checked, it says it in Revelations. I think it's Revelations 13. I think so, 13:9 maybe. Something about the mark of the beast in your hand, mark of the beast in your forehead, and then they wonder why people don't want to take the injection. I ain't doing it. On my way over here, I heard somebody talking about it. They was talking about something, getting a third one and a fourth one. And then the only thing that thought in my head is, I said this early 2019 or early 2020. Early 2020, I said this. I have this theory. The theory is the poker pills. You probably heard me say it on many videos, but never understood what the hell I was talking about. Well, here's a theory on the poker pills. First, they give you the injection, so they put the stuff in you. Then, they continuously sell you the pills to wean you off. And if you stop buying the pills, guess what happens? You expire. And you know what happens to expired milk when it expires. It gets clumpy and it's dunsy. That's it, over and done with. That was my idea of the poker pills. Now, you fast forward today, Pfizer just came out with their version of pills for people who test positive for the poker pills. You feel me? I'm not saying the word because I want my video to get straight, but you know what I mean? The poker pills. What's going on? What is going on? I know it's not only me seeing this. I'm just the only one speaking on it. Everybody else is still going to work because it's not affecting them. And you know what? I'm slightly guilty of that too. Because when I was going to work every day, I didn't really see the issues. You know what I mean? I saw the issues at face value, you know, give a quick report, think about it, you know, critical thinking. But I didn't see the real issues until I decided to stand on my faith and tell them to stick their poker pills where it could go. Because I told them, I ain't doing it. Real live, I stood on my faith. A month later, got hired someone else who stood on their faith. Like, think about that. A lot of people was forced to get something, and they were afraid to stand on their faith because they were afraid to move. The biggest detriment to black people is not being able to move, getting stuck in one spot, finding safety in that one spot. That right there is the biggest detriment because it hinders us, because we don't leave the area. We don't want to explore the world. We don't want to know nothing outside of everything that we already know, which was told to us in the state that we live in, more than likely where our ancestors were slaves in. We gotta be real, people. We gotta be 100% real. We can't, you know, sugarcoat this. I can't sugarcoat it. But yeah, they got them little things. Y'all seen it in Revelations, whatever. Beautiful people. Right now, or earlier this year, in California, there were teachers getting together elementary school kids at lunch or recess time without the parents' knowledge, talking about gay issues. They were getting the kids together without the parents' knowledge at lunchtime and having conversations about gay issues and gay clubs and how these kids can join these gay clubs. When I was in elementary school, we had this program. It was called DARE. You know, big lion, black shirt, red letters. We all let them down. But anywho, your parents had to sign some type of form. And the form will allow you to participate in DARE. Some people did the same thing for outdoor education when they got to 6th grade in Montgomery County, 6th, 7th grade. I didn't go because I wasn't trusting out there with them people. But anywho, they have forms that require that, right? Why is it that this teacher feels that she can go and make this whole program with the LGBT community and they can do that? So currently, they have books in the library that say certain things. On top of having the books in the libraries that say certain things, now they're doing sneaky clubs. I think they called it the Prism Club. You probably gonna see it on the screen right now. I think they call it the Prism Club. But you got sneaky clubs and stuff like that where you have grown people talking about gay issues. The last time I checked, in order to be gay, you have to have sex with the same gender. Is that right? You have to be attracted and have sex to the same gender. These are elementary school kids. They not thinking about sex. They not. And the only way they would be is if you continue to let your kids listen to, you know, Cardi B and stuff like that, if they that age. But you supposed to be a parent. You know what I mean? In the olden days, the parents were on top of your ass. You wasn't watching none of that. Back to this teacher. They got these clubs where they have these older women or men, I'm not sure if they're men or women, but they got these older people talking to young kids about being gay. My last check, in order to be gay, you have to have sex with a person of your gender, of the gender that you identify as, because y'all doing that funny stuff right now. So you have to have sex with a person of the gender that you identify as in order to be considered gay. Why are we explaining this to elementary school kids? Because they're not having sex. Most of them aren't even having a period. Why are we explaining this to them? Are we setting them up to get molested or to be fast so that they go out here and have a whole bunch of babies? Is that what we're doing? And who's doing it? Who's going to stop it though? And here's the question. That's the big question. Who's going to stop it? And these teachers should be brought up on charges too. Like, I don't know what they got going on in California, but I'll make sure I'm not going to California. That used to be my destination point. I used to want to go to California. That used to be my destination point. I'm never going to California now. I don't care. I'm not going. There's something funny going on over there. Y'all tripping. Got kids talking to, man, y'all niggas retarded. Let's talk about it. Political correctness is causing this whole country to go to shit. This country is raising a lot of weak men and very strong women. But the last time I checked, a nation full of strong women cannot dethrone average men. It's just not gonna fucking happen. This is why the gender roles are so important. So important. When you don't do the gender roles, you wind up with situations where you have females bench pressing their man and telling them what they can and can't do and emasculating them. And what that does is that breaks them down on the inside. Everybody always talks about these girl dads. Oh, I'm a girl dad. Oh, yay, girl dad. Girl dad. That's what y'all be talking about. Girl dads. Why is it always a girl dad? Every time somebody asks about LaMelo Ball, D'Angelo Jello Ball, and Lonzo Ball, you know what I mean? They always want to ask about Tina. But last time I checked, LeVar Ball's the one that's at every single thing, getting them up, getting them ready. Yes, Tina's making the meals. But LeVar Ball is saying that he's the front man. Why y'all keep trying to make another person the front person? Their family dynamic already has it set. That man is going to run the family. And he going to make sure everybody's straight. No. But we live in the 21st century. And in the 21st century, you can't have a strong man. Too much masculinity. Too much masculinity. Can't have that. We gotta have weak men. We gotta have men that can get ran over by women so that they can catch up from being ran over all those years by the white man. Not by their own man, by the white man. Shit's crazy, yo. Shit's crazy. Everybody wants their crack at white supremacy. That's what we're gonna call it. What do you mean, PeaCoat? This is what I mean by that. Everyone likes their crack at white supremacy. Meaning in, black people don't want to fix white supremacy or the systemic racism. No, they just want a better position in it. Say that again. Black people don't want to fix systemic racism. No, they just want a better position in it. And that's the issue right there. That's the whole issue. And until that issue is fixed, stitched together, we ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, they all said what I'm saying right now. But they ain't said in these words. We're in the 21st century. I told you the English dictionary is a bunch of spells put together, unfortunately. And that just happens to be the language that we speak over here. So I'm going to need to learn a new language. I ain't going to hold you. I'm going to have to at some point. Maybe even pick up French. I don't know. But yeah. That's PeaCoat in the morning. Thank y'all for joining me.